I'm talking about people who actually play a sport that not many people play, and they will be representing New Zealand at the sport at the World Champs.
Say what?
Say what?
Say what?
Let's cut to the chase. She works here at Rhema Media. She's absolutely outstanding what she does in the daytime with her videography work and with her digital work. She's also an outstanding dodgeball player. Champion! Jazz Witherford! Yeah!
In the studio herself in person. You're looking fine today.
Oh, thank you. I got a haircut last night.
Oh, good.
Just for this,
Just
this
for
morning?
this, yeah. I was like, I'm going to be on camera. Oh, no.
And you don't even have to film it yourself.
Yeah, I know. Thanks, V.
Thanks, V. Morning, Jazzy.
Good morning.
Okay, dodgeball.
Yes.
First question that comes to mind is how and why?
Really cool story. So a couple of years ago, I was not in a very good headspace at all. Very sad Jazz. And one of my bestest friends kept like inviting me to stuff, and she'd found on like one of those like meetup websites like, oh, social dodgeball, let's go to, and she was just like, Jazz, come to this. And I'm like, oh, okay, fine. I wasn't getting out of the house very often, so I was like, okay, I should go to this. It's a sport. I like sport. Do the thing. It'll be fun. It was like a big attitude change. I had to be like, okay, Jazz, you got to have fun. Just enjoy yourself. It'll be good. And I did. It was a blast. It was like, oh my goodness, I'm moving my body. I used to be like a goalkeeper as well, so I was like making these like cool as catches. I'm a pretty good catch, if I don't say so
Give me the ball.
myself.
I love this.
Let's see how
Good.
good you are
Oh,
with
no,
the
no, no.
talking.
Yeah, no, you've got this.
Keep going.
Keep chatting.
But yeah, I was having a lot of fun. And then like after the social games, like a couple of people came up to me and were like, hey, you're like really good. Do you want to like join the league? And I was like, oh, goodness me, I've been scouted. And so I ended up joining the league. And it was really good for me personally and my mental health, going outside of the house, meeting new people. Like that's really good for me personally, like meeting strangers and doing all that good extroverted stuff. And eventually I went to nationals down in Dunedin. It was the first time I went to Dunedin. Really cool.
That's a bit of a fast forward.
Yeah, I mean, yes, not many people play. It's very like, not many people play at all.
So you can move up pretty quick.
So
then.
you can, like, so anyone who wants to like do a sport or be good at the sport.
Yeah, caught that, yeah.
Oh, it's so I almost got it.
Yeah, you should come play. There are leagues I know in Auckland, Dunedin, and Christchurch, and that are like active. So if you're in those areas, you should join, and you will probably end up going to nationals, most like, and you'll probably end up going to Worlds, maybe.
Great story.
A great story.
So did you go to Worlds?
I haven't been to Worlds yet, no, but I have been selected to go to Canada. This year.
You've been scouted again to go to Canada.
Yes. So
Jazz.
that's exciting. I haven't been outside of the Pacific before, so I'm just excited to go out. Especially like recently, just go out of the country.
Yep, during COVID and everything. I'm so excited for you, and it's awesome that you've done something. You stepped outside of your comfort zone, and then to actually see where that's taken you. I want to know what it's like playing at nationals, the energy, the hype. Dodgeball, the only time I've ever played dodgeball was team sports, and man, it's like hypey in there. Can you talk us through it? What's it like when you're at nationals? What's your favourite part?
The nationals this year were at Christchurch, and that was a good. There was a big gym. There were like heaps of teams. There was heaps of hype. It was really fun. I couldn't play because I'd just come out of isolation. I'd just had COVID, and I didn't want to like get the long COVID, so I was on a exercise break, which is really unfortunate. But I went down there to support everybody, and it was really cool to see everyone like play and do their best. And it's good team bonding. Like it's really fun. Like the people are really good people. They're all sort of like they're not like too cool and they're not too dorky. Oh, it was just the best.
I was just going to say, because being a minority sport, I mean, there's minority sports and then this has got to be, you know.
It's very small.
It's very, very small.
Yeah.
So I guess there is room for that team bonding, and that definitely helped you where you were at mentally.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you just talk about that for a second, about the bonding and the talking to people and getting out of the space that you were in?
As an extrovert, it helps for like I get a lot of energy from having connections with people I don't know. And so going into that space with a bunch of strangers was life-giving for me. Being able to like remind myself that I am human and that I can have fun and that I can talk to people and that people, regardless of like how I feel about myself, people will be like, will think that I'm also cool and good at things. And it was, I don't know, it was really life-giving going into that space.
Dude, you are very, very cool. And I'm glad you shared that, because I'm glad you're vulnerable enough to share that, because I wouldn't have known that about you. But you're very, very cool around the place. Very cool at what you do. Let's talk about World Champs for a second, okay?
Yes.
Because this will be your first time going to the World Champs in
yes.
Canada. What are your expectations going over there? How good are we? Are we going to suck?
We are.
Oh, what?
What? No, don't say South Shore. Don't be a classic Kiwi. Tell us the truth.
I'm glad you're being honest. Okay, what are our chances, man?
Our chances are
Suck.
they do, because every other country.
Oh, man, really?
No, because we're small. We're small. We don't have a lot of competition within our own leagues. Whereas,
Yeah.
like over in Australia, for example, massive leagues, massive competition, heaps of people play. And so
Yeah.
there's a bigger pool to pick players from.
Yeah, understand.
Australia, Canada, US,
Okay.
Malaysia. Those are the big four. I don't know about the other countries. We might actually win some games. I have no expectations, but I think because I have no expectations, it's going to be a blast.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, great. You got a cool team tracksuit? Because you need a cool team tracksuit.
Yes, not tracksuit, but we're getting shirts.
Yeah,
And,
Nice.
yes, I'm very excited
Yes,
about the
girl.
shirts.
Okay.
The unfortunate thing about us being a small sport and going to an international competition means that we have to fund the entire trip
Yeah.
ourselves, including like uniforms and equipment and like knee pads and balls and everything, accommodation, flights.
So you can enter the
Food.
comp, but you got to pay to get there
Yeah.
and be a part of the whole competition. Well, that's
Yes.
kind of suck. Well, there's no one else who can help you. There's no sport body that can jump in and give you guys some money.
We're trying to get sponsors.
Okay, all right. Well,
We
if
are
you're
trying.
listening right now and you want to be involved in dodgeball and help out Jazzy and her team, they can get a hold of you, right?
From what I understand, this video is going to go up today on lifefm.co.nz. And you mentioned earlier you're going to chuck up a Give a Little page on there.
Yes.
So if you do feel prompted to give, if you want to support the underdogs, New Zealand,
on, let's go.
support the team, you can jump onto lifefm.co.nz, check out that video, and there will be a link there to your Give a Little page if you want to get behind it.
We want to say thank you to you, Jazzy. And congratulations.
Thank you.
That's massive, man.
Yes, I'm
That's
very
massive.
excited.
And you can turn it into a massive holiday while you're over there as well. And we'll be able to get, as Bexa said, some links out to see if we can help you out with some funding. Catch the ball. Good girl.
Go the
All right.
underdogs. Go New Zealand.